Good morning. This is YT Park. Today I'm going to present a topic on Wounded Warrior transition. Why this is so important, why our company should embrace Wounded Warrior transition issues and bring on more Wounded Warrior to our company, which would benefit not only them but us as well. The agenda that I will follow is as follows. Why does Wounded Warrior transition matter? To veteran transitional issues, problem practice recommendations, key stakeholders involved in this, goals and objectives, define what success looked like, key challenges faced, resources required, milestones that I want to set a metric, communication plan, and also end with evaluation plan. Why does Wounded Warrior transition matter? Over 2.7 million U.S. servicemen deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan, and of them, 53,239 returned as a Wounded Warrior. And one of them happened to be my son, who lost both legs and 2 fingers from IED attack in Afghanistan. And having spent 18 months living in a hospital with my son and many other warriors, I really understood the difficulties and challenges that they faced, not only on recovery, but back into transitioning to civilian sector. I've seen both successful and unsuccessful transitions, and why was it the case? So really, this study was really my personal interest, and I know how important it is that we get it right. I think not doing this right will really matters in terms of not only on the veteran community, but our nation at large, because it really addresses the national security when you don't have enough enough soldiers, veterans, or soldiers enlisting into the military. Veteran transition issues there are many. They're both mental and physical, both visible and invisible. More than 70% of veterans are affected by varying levels of PTSD and TBI. Economic costs is $4.6 billion per year. Lack of employment and financial insecurity is rampant. Over 45% of veterans from Afghanistan and Iraq sought financial assistance. Unemployment was 5.1%, and 75% of the Wounded Warrior said finding the job is the most challenging part of the transition. Lack of housing opportunities and homelessness is also followed. 70% of veterans transition out short of any kind of a retirement or pension. Therefore, they didn't get all the full retirements that the most other guys get. 26.1% of among veterans compared to 14.2% in terms of suicide rate amongst general U.S. population. Criminal justice and breakup family also increased because of that. A negative impact on quality recruitment, as I mentioned. And when you don't have that, national security is affected. Problem practice recommendation is the purpose is to understand better various transitional issues that public and private organizations must confront and assess what program could best help veterans, especially when we are transitioning to the corporate sector. The recommendations, our company must increase veteran knowledge about the transition issues to the civilian sector. Both the mil and civilian cultural gap is huge, and we must understand it from perspective of them, the veterans, the Wounded Warrior, and us civilian sector as well. Our company must enhance and retain veteran confidence and motivational issues tackling career transition. The company must improve organizational factors that impact the veteran transition. The theoretical framework that I will use is a combination of both KMO and SCT, social cognitive theory. The KMO, especially in the knowledge and the motivational factor along with organization. The impact of the SCT, where the environment, such as military environment, dramatically influences one's ability to adopt and learn. Also an assessment of how many different organizations and how they have assisted or not, and how can they do better to improve their respective services. Key stakeholders are government organizations, veteran affairs at the state, federal level, Department of Defense, non-governmental organizations such as Wounded Warrior Project, Semper Fi, Gary Sneed, Trevor Mills Foundation, Yellow Ribbon Fund, just to name a few. Large corporations is Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, because they are defense-focused companies, certainly could do more to hire veterans. Senior leadership in government and corporations who can ensure DEI principles are promoted for more veteran hiring. Goals and objectives are this: provide the best medical care, especially specialty care, addressing the tailored needs of the wounded warrior to cover as quickly as possible. Transition Assistance Program TAP must be improved to be more complete one-stop shop for transitional needs. Must provide focused one-on-one mentorship from medical recovery to transitioning out to the hospital to corporate. Must ensure consistent, strong, and caring family, friend, classmate support via, caregiver leveraging adaptive sports, religion, service pets, other support groups, etc. Reduce government red tape and bureaucratic process for veterans because it takes so long to get certain assistance or certain medical care. More collaborative and a coordinated effort among GO NGO with the right corporate sponsorship is another goal of mine. Define what does success look like? We want to increase VA server satisfaction rate by 80% by 2026. We want TAP, provide appropriate job for all wounded warriors who want or need work by 100% by 2026. 100% defense industry working closely with the DoD, provide the skill bridge program, mentorship program, so that through that process they can hire more veterans and wounded warriors to their respective companies, especially our company. Wounded warriors' confidence and motivation must be restored so that PTSD or severe depression is reduced by 50% by 2026. And also increase our corporate sponsorship for wounded warrior causes by 50%. Key challenges: rising costs and the budget obviously going to be the biggest challenge. Both GO and NGO corporation must increase budget to address ever increasing medical costs. Also, there require more training and building comfort level for wounded warriors using these automated systems. Must have skill bridge program. This will take more buy-in from senior leadership in both government and corporate CEOs. Building confidence in quality medical coverage and robust social support mechanism got to be improved. All these things, collaborative, coordinated effort among GO and NGO will require a strong CEO and board membership support. Resources that we need to have is comprehensive VA medical coverage that works not only inside the military hospitals but outside of the civilian hospitals as well. A TAP program that is streamlined and automated, one-stop shop. Funding must be provided to support these local, state, and federal programs. Time and budget must be set aside for training and equipment. Must have skill program will require a lot of funding, training and execution of these skill bridge programs. Confidence and motivation must be restored via supportive family, friends, and support groups, and we got to work closely with all these organizations, NGO, non-NGO, to make this happen. More collaborative and coordinated effort among GO NGOs with proper corporation sponsorship. Again, the leadership of the corporation and government will be required to move the needle in this sector. The milestone. Wounded warriors treated careful by VA, outside specialty carers without cost to them. We got to make it cost-free for these guys. TAP must be streamlined and automated, where wounded warrior can go online for every VA benefit and one-stop shop. They don't need to go to a million other locations, organizations. They need one-stop shop. Must have skill bridge program with official mentorship program from each industry. We must set a metric to ensure the effectiveness of these programs on a monthly basis. We got to monitor discreetly all these motivational and confidence issues discreetly, daily, weekly, monthly through confidential surveys. And more collaborative and coordinated effort among NGO and NGOs. We've got to stay engaged with corporations to report to them that, in fact, the money that they're giving is really bringing in real difference, making a real difference in terms of better helping with the wounded warrior or veteran transition. So find the communication plan. ensure that latest, veteran policies and regulations are fully understood, and all parties can assess them. We must, ensure that all veterans are knowledgeable and have the means to assess all the benefits that they are entitled to according to their disability rating. There should be a good sharing information amongst the veterans themselves who went through the same hardships. There should be a good two-way communication with GO, NGOs, and corporations. Both corporate and government leadership must focus on hiring more veterans, especially wounded warriors, to highlight through media positive factors of hiring more veterans, which is also meets the DEI objective and also could be a text break as well. And finally, evaluations. We've got to set up metrics to assess and to do the ARs and make evaluations that counts. Take survey to observe and assess how veterans are incorporated and treated in the company. Assess HR section to see how their focused efforts to recruit, train, and hire and retain veteran workforce are doing. Overall assessment should be made on the global engagement section of the company and evaluate whether the monetary contribution they make to the NGOs are making a difference. Continually assess coordination among the GO, NGO, and corporations regarding veteran transitional issues. That's it. Thank you very much. Questions?